Welcome back to Seeking Inner Peace, the place where we explore how to align our mind, bodies, and spirit with the rhythms of life. My name is Awa, and today we're diving into the topic that holds the key to a more peaceful, intentional life, building routines and the power of habit stacking. If you've ever felt overwhelmed by life's chaos or struggled to maintain consistency in your self care and personal growth, this episode is for you. Let's explore how small, intentional habits can lead to long term peace and fulfillment. So, let's start with the foundation. Why do routines even matter? In a world that constantly demands our energy, having a structured routine acts as an anchor, and it's also an act of self love in my perspective. Routines provide stability, reduce decision fatigue, and create a sense of control over our day. When we intentionally build routines that align with our goals and well being, we create a flow that brings peace rather than stress. Repetition are parts of the foundation of existence. So, just as the planets orbits in divine order, so too must we create order in our lives. The Hermetic principle of rhythm states that everything flows in cycles. The Hermetic principles are Stoic teachings that I personally use a lot in my life, so you might hear little bits and pieces in there. So that's what it is. So again, we're talking here about the Hermetic principle of rhythm. So that's a state that it states that everything flows in cycles. Our habits and routines aligns us with the natural rhythms of the universe, bringing harmony into our daily lives. Just as the ocean tides moves in sync with the moon, our personal rhythms are affected by natural cycles. By honoring these principles, we can create routines that aligns with these flows, leading to greater ease and balance in our life. So think about the moments when you felt the most grounded. Was there a routine supporting that feeling? Was there a sequence of actions that you take periodically that evokes positive emotions out of you? And is it something that you do consciously or is it unconscious? And is it something that you want to implement more? Think about those things. Okay, now let's talk about habits. Habits are the building blocks of routines. They shape our lives more than we realize. Research shows that about 40% of what we do daily is habitual, meaning we're running on autopilot almost half the time. So, if we intentionally shape those habits, we can direct our lives towards peace, success, and fulfillment. Alright, habits are formed through a cycle. So, you have a cue, you have a routine, and then you have a reward. The brain seeks efficiency. So once a habit is formed, it requires less mental effort to actually do the actions, right? So I think that's the state that we want to be in. We want to require less mental effort in order to do the actions that we need to do to get where we want to go. That's what we're trying to do here. So changing or forming new habits require intentional repetition and consistency. It is hard at the beginning, but as soon as you just have to keep going, and eventually it becomes easy. You don't have to think about it anymore. You just give control to your body, and the body takes over once the habit has been set. So take a moment here and reflect on what's one habit that you have that brings you peace, and what's one habit that you'd like to change in your life. Are you taking actions? Are you reflecting about those things daily? Like, are those things that you actually think about or care about? Let me know. Okay, so one of the most powerful techniques for creating sustainable habits is habit stacking. So this concept was popularized by James Clear in Atomic Habits. It's simple but incredibly effective. Instead of trying to build habits from scratch, we attach new habits to existing ones. It's like piggybacking on routines that already are second nature to you. And this is very efficient. I use that a lot in my life. So an example of that would be when you're brushing your teeth in the morning, while you're looking yourself in a mirror, you can use that time to do something else. You can use that time to take deep breaths and center yourself for the day, and also set yourself like a mental intention for the day. And that's already done while you're brushing your teeth, as you have to brush your teeth every single day anyways. Those two other actions are also taken care of. Once the habit is built, every single day you already set an intention for your day, and you already had taken time to take some deep breaths for yourself, and so you're more grounded throughout the day. Those are like small things you can do. On a side note, a breathing exercise that I really love is a count of 4, 7, and 8. You breathe in for 4 seconds, you hold in your breath for 7 seconds, and then you exhale for 8 seconds. It's a tool that I find very helpful, like to feel grounded or relax in situations where you're feeling maybe anxious, or if you just want to feel grounded within yourself. I think it's a great tool to use, and it's just breathing, so you can do that at any point in your day, at any moment, really. So yeah. So another example will be while you're waiting for your coffee. If you drink coffee in the morning, while your coffee is brewing, you can like give yourself 3 things you're grateful for, 3 things you're looking forward for that during the day. You can think about positive things for like the whole time your coffee is brewing, or if you're making a smoothie, or you're steaming some tea. You can spend those couple of seconds to even you can stack it with reading 1 page of a book if you're aiming on reading more as like one of your goals. So this is how you can implement them based on things that you care about, things that you want to do. Make sure that you're doing things that aligns with you as a person. We're all very unique as a person, as individuals, and copying somebody's routine or habits might not be beneficial to you, because it just might not be what you're trying to do in your life. So you really need to reflect on yourself and try to understand, what are your goals, where are you trying to go, what are you trying to do, and how is it the life that you want to be. One prompt that I can give you to start, maybe if you haven't fully thought about that before, is take some time and like journal word like exactly how you visualize your ideal day, and go in details in every single thing that you ideally see yourself doing in the morning. Like, at what time do you like to wake up? What are the first few things you like to do once you get up? Like, if your life were to go the same way every single day, what are every single actions that will be taken, and what are the actions you will be taking during that day, throughout the day? Like, at what time would you be doing what would you be saying, where would you be living? Like, think about all those things, and then like write a whole document about it. And this will give you an idea of maybe what habits you're trying to you need to implement in your life in order to reach those goals. So this is a point of building habits, in order to build some sort of inner peace, in order to build a life that you want to be living in. Okay, so I think that's pretty much it for this episode. So as we wrap up for today's episode, I want to leave you with this thought. Building a peaceful life isn't about a grand gesture. It's about the small, consistent actions we take every single day. And your routine should support you, and it shouldn't really stress you at all, if anything. And also, be kind to yourself and be gentle with yourself. Understand that every single day is different, and your best today might not be your best tomorrow. Your energy levels can vary based on different things in life, and it is unfair to put on yourself a level of perfection that is not realistic. So just be kind to yourself and be realistic with the things that you put yourself into, and also understand why you behave the way you behave. It's good to be introspective on your actions. If you feel like you haven't done a lot today, question yourself about it. Why didn't you do a lot? Is it because you ate too much? Like, is it because you went to the gym and you're just exhausted? Is it because you don't like what you're doing? Is it because you're in an environment that's causing you stress? There's so many things that could be that could have an association with why you are behaving the way you're behaving. So question yourself and understand that, like, because every single day is different, many things that you do affects you differently and cause you to behave differently. So don't be hard on yourself for not being able to do what you did yesterday today. It's okay to take a break sometimes. You have to listen to your body and allow yourself to go in a cocoon and rest, and then come back as a butterfly, and then the cycle continues. Okay, so I think that's it for this episode. If you enjoyed this content, be sure to subscribe, share, and leave a comment. It helps us grow and reach more people in this journey. So I appreciate your time, and I'll see you next time.